What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Pens and Tea. My name's Carrie, and today we're talking about tea. Can you even believe it? It has been so long since I've talked about tea, and it is because I have not found a tea that I have become obsessed with. And now I have. Yes, I have ink on my fingers. Yes, we're in my kitchen. I got clean dishes in here. I got stuff everywhere. I don't care. I'm filming this. So, okay, Parker, yes, I know. I turned on the record button, so now you have to talk too. Oh, bless her heart. I wrote down a bunch of stuff about this review. Sorry, she's really distracting. And the reason why I did is because not only do I love the tea, but I also love the company. So I got my notes here that I wrote in a little Galen leather notebook. They did not in any way pay me for this. This is all my money. I found these guys on my own. I bought all of this stuff on my own, other than them asking for some feedback when I posted it on Instagram stories. That's it. So this is all my money, my opinion, everything. So Parker really wants to be involved. So the company is Wize Tea. So W-I-Z or Z-E. And they make both iced tea and dry, like loose leaf tea. And I say loosely, because it's not technically tea, sort of. But let me get into my notes. So yes, they make 3 different kinds of iced tea. So there is original lemon flavor, there is mango flavor, and there is grapefruit flavor. And they come in these cans. They're 355 milliliters or 12 fluid ounces. Only 1 gram of sugar, and that was the selling factor for me. Only 1 gram of sugar in this, 10 calories for the whole thing, and 2 grams of carbs. You can't really focus on that. And there's only 35 milligrams of caffeine for this entire lot, which is not that much. And that is really what their selling points are, is that it's finally an iced tea that you can drink that isn't really going to affect your body in a more negative way. So a lot of the competitor iced teas that are made by larger companies have just a buttload of sugar. Some of them have more sugar than pop or soda, which is just insane to me. That was something I had to get used to when trying all of them. So like the dry teas, the iced teas, everything. It's not very sweet, but it's nicely flavored, and it's not bitter, which I'll get into later because that is bellissimo. So if you're looking for an iced tea, if you enjoy iced tea, but you don't like Nestle, for example, because it's super, super sweet, this is a really good thing. So my notes is, 1 gram of sugar, no fake sugars. So there's no sugar alcohols, no aspartame, no sucralose, no nothing. 1 gram of cane sugar that sweetens the entire thing. 35 milligrams of caffeine, which is very little. It's comparable to a very light green tea. 10 calories per can, keto friendly if you're interested. But what's cool is that this is actually made out of coffee leaf. For those of you who don't know, when coffee, the actual bean that you grind up and you make coffee out of is actually a cherry. So it comes out of a fruit that then it grows essentially on a tree, and there are leaves that are attached. Sort of like if you go strawberry picking, and you've got the leaves and the vines attached to the strawberry. This is a similar idea. So you're not obviously getting the coffee bean out of that, but you're using the leaves, which is not something that's ever really focused on. It's usually just discarded. And in these guys have actually found a way to do that. So it's run primarily by 3 people, and I'm potentially gonna butcher one of their names, so I apologize, but it's Matt, Arnaud, and Eric, I think. I almost can't even read my own writing now. But go to www.drinkwize, so drinkwize.com, and go to the About Us page, and that will tell you more about them. And excuse me. So it keeps, essentially, like what's cool is that it keeps coffee farmers in business all year round. And what's really cool is that when you purchase things on their website, you'll actually see like minutes underneath your order. Parker, hey. She's getting into things she shouldn't. You'll actually see minutes, and that symbolizes how many minutes you're keeping these farmers employed. So that's kind of cool, because typically, yeah, the coffee harvesting season is either once or twice a year, and that's about it. Then they have the entire year where they're not really doing much. And the coffee leaf is very sustainable. Like I said, it usually gets discarded, and now they've figured out a way to make tea out of it, which is just super cool. And their boxes actually show you everything. They're very environmentally friendly. So I'm actually gonna take you around the box. This is a chocolate flavored one, but it says world-class teas that rewrites the economics of coffee. So it's 3-month bean harvest, 9-month leaf harvest. With year-round jobs, family can have steady income, improve food security, education, and their quality of life. We're upcycling a natural byproduct and empowering farmers to create their own delicious craft teas. Think outside the bean, that is their slogan. Clear focus without jitters or crash. Skip the afternoon crash thanks to subtle caffeine promoting consistent clarity. Revive yourself with this ancient elixir. Consumed for hundreds of years in Africa and Asia for its powerful polyphenols. I haven't really noticed that myself, but cool. No sugar needed. I'll get into that. This is their spectrum of caffeine. Very, very high, none. You'll see it's in the green, so it's light caffeine. Put your steeping on autopilot. So 200 degrees Fahrenheit water or 95 degrees Celsius. Cannot be oversteeped and never gets bitter. Add boiling water as needed for extra cups. 0 calories, gluten-free, dairy-free. Ingredients: coffee, Arabica coffee leaves, Dominican cocoa shells, natural caramel flavor. This is the chocolate one, so there's a little bit more. I'm gonna come back to this. Award-winning tasty teas, unique full-bodied smooth taste. Tastes like tea, but without the bitterness. Subtle honey tones with a clean, smooth finish. From Nicaragua with love. Vertically integrated sourcing from our co-founder's farm ensures that you not only get an amazing handcrafted product, but also create a direct, tangible impact for workers and their families. And then you come to the front. And that is on all of their boxes. And if you go to the bottom of their box, you'll see proudly handcrafted in Nicaragua. I'm gonna butcher specifically where, so I won't even try. Packaged with love in Vancouver, Canada. And then it just says, please recycle. It says, please recycle this box because we have only one earth. The clear inner bag is bioplastic and the tea bags are made of corn silk, which are backyard compostable, 3 to 4 weeks to decompose. So before I get super into it, yeah, it tells you even more about the company on the inside. And very crinkly. Parker hates the sound of this, but I will get into that. And then it also has this little insert here that tells you more about the box. So the outer box, recycled paper, goes in paper recycling. Inner bag, so the super crinkly one here. Plant-based corn silk, compostable depending on your local jurisdiction, fully biodegrades in 2 years. And then the tea bags, so the actual tea bags themselves that are in here. Plant-based corn silk, compostable depending on your local jurisdiction, fully biodegrades in 2 years. So where I live, we do have a green bin, so we do compost. It is super loud. And Parker hates it, so she just hauled out. If you remember a long time ago when, oh my goodness, what was the chip company? Sunflower chips? No, sunflower? I can't remember, but there's a chip bag that went to like that corn silk type thing. to try and be more environmentally friendly, and people didn't buy it because they thought it was so loud and obnoxious. And it is, it's loud and it's obnoxious, but I'm totally okay with it because you only hear it for about 5 seconds when you're just getting the tea out of the bag. So quick fire, I have mango, I have original, I have strawberry hibiscus, minty marvel, Earl Grey, sunset chai, chocolate dream, and blueberry. So this is essentially the exact same thing. The only difference is that these are pre-bagged in the corn silk bags. This is not. So you don't have to buy pre-bagged. You can get a loose leaf tin as well. Oh my God, this smells so good. Blueberry is my second favorite. My first favorite, actually, I don't have here because I've drank through it already. And that is the ginger lemon. And what's beautiful about these teas is that I put 0 sugar in them, which for me is insane because I'm usually either having to put a little bit of sugar or a little bit of honey into my tea. And I say a little, I honestly, I probably put more than I should, but I don't with these because they don't get bitter. So unlike typical tea or real tea, it has tannins in it, and that is what can get bitter if you don't brew it at the right temperature for the right length of time. And obviously, like, black tea is going to have more than white tea, green tea, things like that. This literally, you pour the hot water in and you just walk away. And what's cool, and especially with something like an Earl Grey, the longer it takes you to drink it, the flavor profile actually changes. So for this one specifically in an Earl Grey, the vanilla note becomes actually stronger as you drink it. Something like a chai tea becomes spicier as you drink it, the longer you let it steep. The only one that I don't let steep past about 5 minutes is the strawberry hibiscus. And that's only because it does become a little bit tart. But I did actually drink it cold once, like stone cold, and then like with cold water instead of hot water, and then you can let it go as long as you want. It doesn't get that like tartness. So that's really cool. So I flippin' love them. They're so low maintenance. You can let them dry out if you want to, and then use it again. So if you take the little triangle here and you unfurl it, if you like let this kind of hang out and chill outside of your cup, the leaves will dry back out again and you can reuse it. It doesn't retain a strong profile the more you use it. It is so loud. It doesn't retain a strong profile the more you use it, but I mean, you can do that with regular tea and it'll do the same thing. With these guys, with the iced teas, so like it's already liquid, you just buy it in a can. Obviously it's one and done. So you're gonna put them in the fridge, you're just gonna drink them when they're cold. There's nothing too much about it because it's just like if you were to buy an iced tea. The cool thing with these, like I said, is they don't have a lot of sugar in them. They only have 1 gram per can. So it's not really gonna hit you the same way others would. And pretty much all of the like information on the can is the same as what I read from the dry teas. The only thing that's really different is it just said adds up quickly. Each can creates 2 minutes of employment for coffee farmers when they need it most. So, I mean, clearly I have purchased everything they have. The only ones that I did not purchase is there's a jasmine one and I believe one other that I did not purchase because I don't like jasmine or chamomile. I don't remember if it was chamomile or not, but I've purchased everything else. As far as pricing goes, the bags you can get, these are like $10. This is all Canadian pricing, by the way. It's $10 for 15 triangles, like tea bags, which, like I said, you can use more often. The tin is 200 grams, and that's $15. And that you can get refills that are like giant bags to like refill these, or they're also 50 tea bags. They are $20, and the cans, you can buy them in 12 packs. So you can either do multi-flavored, or you can do 12 pack of just one flavor. They're $30, but for everything you can also subscribe and save. So if you have a regular delivery of them, it's about 20% off all of that pricing. And they do have fairly regular sales. So that's something that you can take advantage of as well. And usually they're anywhere between 10 and 20% off. And if you go to their website, they also give like cocktail recipes using some of their stuff too. So I could go further into it. I implore you to check out their website, because these guys are doing so much work to bring a delicious product to you, essentially, to me, while also like really helping the planet, essentially, which in 2021 is something that I'm trying to be more cognizant of. Every year I try and push myself a little bit further. And every year I know that there's more and more that I can do to be better. There's always more I can do to be better, but supporting a Canadian company, supporting a company that does so many good things for the planet is something that I can fully get behind. And I love their actual product. So it's not even like I'm like, you know, their stuff is good, but I like the fact that they're a good company, so I'll support them. This is flippin' delicious. In fact, anytime I have any other tea that I own now, I'm like, whatever. The thing that gets me the most is that I don't have to have any sugar in them because they don't get bitter. They're not super sweet. Like chocolate is a little bit sweet on its own because there is cocoa, Dominican cocoa shells in them. So it's a little bit sweeter, but none of them get bitter, which is just fantastic. So I literally just pour hot water in them and I walk away. And they're super low maintenance. You don't have to do anything to it. You just put the water in and you wait a few minutes just so that the strength gets there, but then you just drink them. So I really, really like that. You don't have to futz with the water. You don't have to futz with like, you know, timing it out and all this kind of stuff. So I highly recommend checking this company out. I believe they ship to the US. I think they ship worldwide. I'm not 100% on that right now. I don't know why I didn't write it down, but I will put anything at the bottom if I am incorrect. So yeah, I highly, 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 highly recommend you check them out. I very much love them. I will probably be a forever customer. In fact, I've actually reordered already some things. I ordered a giant thing of ginger lemon because it's my favorite. I ordered a giant thing of chocolate dream because I love it. And a refill of blueberries because those three are my favorites. If I had to pick a least favorite out of these, it would probably be either strawberry hibiscus, drinking it hot, but I like it cold, or the mango party, mostly because I don't really taste any mango flavor out of this one. I do if you let it steep a long time, but usually I drink it faster than that. And then you can get original as well, that's unflavored. But yeah, just guys, check it out. Check it out. It's so good. It's so good. Check out their Instagram page as well. Same thing. It's just Wize, W-I-Z or Z, depending on where you are. E, coffee leaf. And if you want to check out their hashtag, it's just hashtag Wize up. So, unsponsored review, unbiased review. Like I said, I paid for everything. I've just very, very, very much enjoy what these guys are doing. I very much enjoy their product. I like everything that they stand for. I also enjoy that they're, based out of Canada. That is something that matters to me. And in the fountain pen world, it's not something that I can support very often. Our choices are exceptionally limited. So if you're a Canadian, I highly, highly, highly recommend checking them out. If you're not a Canadian, still visit their website, learn more about them. If you can order, do it. And yeah, there's not much else I can say. I love them. I love it so much. I'm gonna actually make myself a cup now. Now this has been 20 minutes long, oh my goodness. I literally came into this telling myself to speak quickly and efficiently and make it no longer than 10 to 15, and now it's 20. But oh well, whatever, that's what happens when you love something. So, like this video if you've liked it, hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. New videos come out every Monday and Friday, and occasional Q&A on Tuesdays. Thank you so much for watching. Stay happy, stay healthy, all of those things. I'll see you next time. Bye.